Hello, everyone. We will be getting started with happy hour here in just a few minutes. We're going to give some folks enough time to come on in and get started. So we will be starting here in just a little bit. Hello, everyone. Happy hour is here. It is hump day happy hour. Of all happy hours, hump day has to be my favorite all time happy hour. Now, Fridays are really good too, but Wednesday, that's when you have half the week behind you and half the week in front of you, and you're in that sweet middle spot that you know that everything is going to be just okay. It's going to be all good. Well, welcome to Career Happy Hour. I am your host, Lashina Recruitalina, your six-figure career brand coach, and I am obsessed with your success. And that's really the premise of Career Happy Hour, is for us to be able to get together, unwind, relax with your favorite drink. Make sure you have your favorite drinks, because I want you to be able to comment a little bit later on and let us know what you are drinking on. Once we bring on our guest co-host for tonight, we'll talk a little bit more about that. But come on in. We want everyone to just really relax. And tonight's topic is one that is really important and near to my heart, is about de-stressing and relaxing, because I work hard. I work hard all day, every day, 24 hours a day, it feels like sometimes. But we must take time to step back and to relax and to de-stress, or we're no good for anyone. So that's really, really important. And like I mentioned in the post and some of the promos for tonight's Career Happy Hour, is we're doing it grown folks style. So please make sure that you have the little kiddos' ears out of earshot. And, if it's not something that you're very comfortable with, and that conversation is not very comfortable for you, then it's okay. You can exit at any time. But hopefully you'll stay and be able to just listen, to be able to get some really nice nuggets and gems that you might be able to use one of these days. So we will do it grown folks style. And I am so super, super excited to be able to bring in my guest co-host, Nigeria Blanchard, the lady of the hour, the queen of happy. I am so, so excited. So we're going to bring Nigeria in. Hello, girlfriend. How are you tonight? We are so excited to have you.
Hello. Hey, Sheena. Girl, I am amazing. I'm amazing.
You what?
I hope you're doing well this evening.
Yes, I am absolutely doing amazing.
I hope you're doing well this evening.
Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna go ahead and give everyone a little bit of a heads up. So we were doing our testing on the audio and the lighting like we do, and we noticed that there's some hangups here every once in a while. So technology don't like us to be great sometimes, but we gonna roll with it. That's how we do. That's how we do in life. That's how we do in business. That's how we do in our careers, on our jobs. We're gonna keep rolling with it, right? So I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory about Nigeria.
That's right. We are done.
Because you are just so near and dear to my heart in so many ways. And one of the ways is, has anyone ever told you marry into a family, or you marry into, relatives? Well, I married into a BFF. So my husband came along with a BFF, and that is Nigeria. So I inherited a BFF when I got married. So that's how we roll around here. So she's my BFF, by
This is
marriage.
true.
My BFF in real life. She's my sister friend. She's my business partner. We, bounce ideas off of each other. We just really have this bond. And that's one of the reasons why in my promos, Nigeria, I called you the Queen of Happy. Now, you haven't said that anywhere, but I've said it because you have just an infectious smile that lights up the room. No matter where you are, you don't meet a stranger, and you are just you just have that energy about you that people are drawn to you. So that's why I'm so grateful to have you as my guest co-host. And so please let's tell the audience a little bit about what you're sipping on. So tell us a little bit. What do you have in your cup?
I have some. What do I have? Moscato Sangria, because I love white
Ooh.
wine and I love sweet wine. So Moscato Sangria it is tonight for me.
Awesome. Well, I'm sipping on some OJ and Tito's in a margarita glass because you can put anything in your glass that you want to. That's how we roll around here. So, Nigeria, I'm going to turn
This
it
is
over
true.
to you a little
That's
bit.
exactly right.
I'm going to turn it over to you, and I want you to share with all of us, what is it that you do in your day job? Because we're going to start there, but I'm going to tell you, there's so many layers to Nigeria that we've got to peel back. So we're going to start there because she works a full-time job and then she also has her own businesses. But let's start in your day job. What do you do in your day job for your 9 to 5?
9 to 5. I've been in the medical field since probably about 91, 92. After I had my son, I decided I need to do something to make better money so I can take care of him. So I've been in medical since then. I am a medical assistant in pain management, doing that the last probably 18 years. So I love my patients. I love what I do. I love taking care of my patients. Some of them even have stalked me on Facebook when they need an appointment, all kinds of things. But I do love my patients. And like I said, I've been there probably 18 and 20 years doing pain management.
Wow, that is amazing. And I can't even
I think we
imagine
got
that.
a little
I,
difficulties coming.
yes, we're going to keep rolling. I just can't even imagine being in the field of pain management because usually you're working with people who they going through some things, and that pain can make people mean and evil and grouchy.
Girl, they make them crazy. Sometimes I have to step and say, wait a minute, you at a 10, you need to bring it to a 2 so we can focus and get you taken care of. Because some of them, and when you're in pain, I understand you're not yourself. So I try to take that into consideration, but some of them push me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. And so is pain management something that
But
you
I
always
don't let them get. I don't let them get to me.
good? That's how we have to roll. So in
No,
pain
actually, I no, actually, believe it or not, I wanted to be a flight attendant. But as time went in, getting out of high school, and I was trying to make a decision, yes, I wanted to be a flight attendant. And I grew up in California. So it was like either go to college, go to military, or do something. Because my mama said, you're not staying in this house. So I had to make a decision, and I ended up in the military instead.
wow. So you are a military vet as well. We have the
And so
military
I
vets
joined the
are
Army.
represented.
Yeah, I joined the military at high school, 1987, joined the Army, and probably 89, 90. I joined the reserves. I stayed in the Army reserves until 911 hit, actually. And then when 911 hit, I moved to Pensacola. So I was going to re-enlist, but at that time, my mom was a little bit older and I didn't want to have to worry about taking my son. So I just chose to opt out.
Well, we have a comment from the audience that said that you would make a great flight attendant. You would be amazing, Nigeria, as a flight attendant. I
Well,
could just
thank
see
you.
now.
I thought about doing it. I don't know. I might be too old. I might be too old right now. So I don't know if there's an age limit because I thought about it literally about 3 years ago before I got into one of my other businesses. I was like, ooh, Lord, child.
Well, you know what? You're a flight attendant in other capacities that we gonna talk about. So how about we gonna talk about that a little bit later in your flight attendant abilities. But
Right?
but we have another comment from the audience that says, can you see the comments, Nigeria, on the page? It says that you're awesome. Can,
Oh, well, thank you, whoever said it. I love you.
I don't want to mispronounce her name. You who are? That's such a pretty spell name. So I don't want to.
Uhura. That's the one I was telling you about her. That's the one I told you that lives in Atlanta as well.
Oh, okay. Atlanta representing up in the house. That's what I'm talking about.
I was telling you about, right? I was telling
Okay. Oh, we have another comment. Nigeria's positive attitude is infectious. And I absolutely agree. You are just so positive and just, in everything that you do. So looks like we got a fan base up in the house tonight. So we rocking and rolling. We rocking and rolling. Okay. And so, I really love to be able to talk to military vets because I think, this is really helpful for a lot of other military vets who are transitioning into civilian world to be able to give them some ideas of how to transition their experience and, and that it could be multifaceted. And so that is so much of what you have bottled up inside of you. So we're going to talk through that a little bit more. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I have another one. It says, too funny. I wanted to be a flight attendant back in the day. Actually turned down a position with United Airlines at age 20. Wow. Wow. And then another one, contagious.
Oh, wow. Well, see?
So, our topic for tonight is how to de-stress, how to relax. And this is the month of love. I love love. I love it, love it, love it. And February is one of my favorite months because there's so much focus around love. When you go into the stores, yes, we represent it with our V-Day decoration but it's not necessarily the commercial side I buy into. I don't buy into, spending all this money for, Valentine's Day. It's about the feeling. It's about what it represents. And even if you don't have someone romantically in your life, you should also be loving yourself. You have to have self-love first in order for you to even give love to anyone else. And I know that's a lot of what you promote and what you do. So let's talk about, what is it that, it sounds like, your job can get a little stressful, like a lot of hours. So what is your routine when you get home from your day job? How do you unwind? You relax?
Ooh, child. So the first thing I do when I walk in the door is I either have a candle, I have a diffuser, and I have a warmer, and literally in every room of my house. So before I even do some lavender in my diffuser, I'm burning my candle and I'm burning some wax because I want to get that extra work funk behind me. So I do that. Then I shower, get my wine, and decide what I'm gonna do for the evening because I have to bring it down.
Yes. And with the candles, is there a particular scent that really makes you a lot more calm than others, or do you have a favorite scent?
Well, I have my favorite scent. I love fruity smells. So, like right now, when I came on that fruity smell and banana nut is my favorite. Don't know why. I just because I don't bake probably. So I like the smell of banana nut bread because I don't know how to bake. I wish I could bake some banana nut bread, but I can do everything in the world, but don't ask me to bake nothing. So I'll burn a little banana nut bread, and it just calms me because I feel like I'm in the kitchen doing something, and it relaxes me.
So that is one of your hidden talents when you talk about the kitchen, is that you love to cook.
Oh yeah.
You're always
I
posting.
do. My passion from cooking came from, girl, I have to. And believe it or not, I used to cook nothing.
What?
But when I went in the military, I was a cook in the military. I couldn't cook
Oh,
nothing. But I was a cook in the military. That started my passion because they threw me in. I'll never forget, first day out of boot camp, everything, when I was in the kitchen, they threw me on the grill to do made to order omelets, and I freaked out. So I had to suck it up and make them damn to go omelets. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. So that just started my journey. Even though I freaked out, I was like, oh my God, how I'm gonna do this and make an omelet. And my drill sergeant was like, do it, Blanchard. Just do it, Blanchard. I was like, and I started crying. And I was like, suck it up. You don't want everybody to see you cry. So
right.
so that started my passion for cooking. So
Oh my goodness. Well, one
it
of
girl,
our
it was a hot mess because I'm a little bougie.
oh my gosh, you are a mess. How are you bougie, Nigeria? Do
Well,
tell.
because I just some things I like and some things I don't. So I'm just like my coworkers be talking about going camping. I'm like in the woods. Is it a cabin? I don't want to be out in nobody's tent. Look. I did it in boot camp because I had to. Did it with
Right.
my son because he was a Boy Scout. Yahura will tell you because our kids were Boy Scouts together. But I ain't trying to sleep in nobody's tent, no sleeping bag. No,
Well, they have
not
glamping
me.
now,
I need some
though.
air.
They have glamping.
Yeah, I can do it now. As long as yeah, yes, I can do that, but
You
not
do
in no
that.
real woods. No, ma'am.
Oh my god. One of the comments
No,
coming in,
ma'am.
the comment says, so much love and respect for Nigeria. Her hustle is as strong as her character. That is so, so sweet and so true. Your hustle is strong.
Oh,
You know, one of the
well, thank
things,
you.
and we're going to get into some of your businesses and to be able to talk through that a little bit, because I know we're keeping it real PG right now, but we just trying to get everybody warmed up so we can make sure they get the kiddies to bed.
Right.
But one of the
Right.
hustles, as I would say, or some one of the businesses that you have is with cooking, is with recipes, and with cooking utensils, and which I think is really cool, because then you give people really quick ideas on recipes that you can use with these, like that waffle thing that is so cool. Like, you can make the little waffle strips. What is that called?
Oh yeah, the bubble with the bubbles. And we have a bubble waffle maker, and then we have a waffle stick maker,
That is so cool.
and
So
it's
I
always
think
with Pamper Chef. I'm a gadget.
you are, yes. But it helps make it easy, right? And so
I'm a gadget queen.
hmm
It's super easy.
and then I know
Yep,
with
super
the
easy. And Pamper Chef is one of what.
and when we talk about Valentine's Day coming up, and like I said, I'm not big into the commercial side of it, but I do want people to take care of themselves and love on themselves. Like, we need to love on ourselves sometimes, and sometimes that means having
Right.
gadgets that are quick and easy, especially for
Mm-hmm.
my audience, because they are driven, ambitious professionals, entrepreneurs, career professionals. Like, they're grinding, and so anything that is really simple, then that's really helpful. So I think any of the gadgets that you're looking for recipes, you definitely need to be able to connect with Nigeria on that front. If you're looking for really yummy scented candles, here we have a comment about burning wild sage for strength and purification. Like that, just that scent and that energy, it really does
Absolutely.
make a difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's another business that you
Yes,
have.
it does.
Hmm. So that's one of the other businesses that
Yep.
Nigeria
You
has is,
know, and
any of your candle needs that you have, or you want to know what scents or would help with,
yep,
clarity
scented
or with
oils.
relaxing. With oils, absolutely.
Yes,
And then,
exactly. I put lavender in my diffuser.
oh, diffusers are really nice because they really get out in the
Yes,
air.
and lavender is good in the
What?
air, right? And lavender is my favorite scent to diffuse because
Why?
lavender is such a calm and relaxing scent, and it brings me down. It's so many chemicals that are in there that stimulates your brain, and it pretty much tells you to just relax now.
Yes.
Just put all you need is about probably 10 drops of lavender to a couple things of water, put it in your diffuser, and you're good.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have Gay Nail representing in the house. We we
Hey,
she
Gigi.
we also have a comment from the audience. Do you make your own candles, Nigeria? Have you ever tried that?
Oh, I tried it. It didn't work. So, it was a whole lot of work. I tried to make my own candles and soaps. And since I
Mm-hmm.
like to partake a little sippage, that just didn't work for me. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, some people are hands up to those that can do it. I don't have that much in me to do it, to make it myself. I just don't, I can't.
But she can hook you up with some
But
really
I can
hot.
recommend somebody who makes them if you need somebody. Yes. Yeah. And if it's not something I do, I probably know somebody that does it.
Very true. Very true. So getting back to our self-love, self-love is about, having the right aroma to put you in a certain relaxing mood. It's about, having a good smelling, there's nothing like a good smelling dish that's cooking that just can relax you, even if you don't cook it, even if it's just in the atmosphere. That aroma, it can take you back to memories of your childhood,
Right.
or you back to memories of a really, special, place in your
Mm-hmm.
life. And so what about taking care of ourselves personally? So that, we gonna go there. We gonna go way, way there, because one of the things that I've talked about is that, um you cannot discount the power of an orgasm. Can can anybody,
Yes,
test?
Lord.
You know, sometimes people think of that three-letter
Yeah.
word. Sometimes people think of that three-letter word that attaches that. But you know what? That three-letter word does not always have to be attached to an orgasm. And you know why that is so
So
important
don't.
in our daily life? I'm gonna put it in perspective for you. Have you ever been on your job, working with someone who's they just wound real tight? I mean, you just like, ooh, I just wish you could go get you some so you can just relax. You had that happen? What the heck? Somebody
Yes.
said, sister, you done hit
Yes.
that
I have.
on the
I
head
have a
right there.
coworker just like that.
Nigeria.
I want to girl, I want to tell one of my coworkers that every day. I'm like, ooh, I gave her a gift for her birthday last year of some stuff that can help her trust and believe.
Okay, good. Okay, so did that come out of your stash of goodies that we're gonna talk about? Because somebody commented they need that release. Woo, that release is a powerful thing.
Girl, yes,
So
indeed.
go
It's
ahead.
amazing.
Mhm. It is. But sometimes, you need to spice things up a bit, or you need to, switch it up a little bit. So that's when that's where I transition your flight attendant,
Mm-hmm.
aspirations. You, I think, do such a great job in the parties that you've thrown. Pre-COVID, you make that a really great experience. So,
Right.
talk to us a little bit about, what how does that help individuals to be able to kind of relax, relate, and release?
And release. So for me, I got into Love Winks probably about 2005. I went to a party. One of my girlfriends said, "Hey, let's go to a sex toy party." I said, "A what?" And she said, "A sex toy party." I said, "Okay, you know me. I'm down for whatever."
Right.
So I go so I go to this party. The girl pulls out her stuff. She pulls out all her stuff and she's doing demonstrations. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I can make money talking about what I like to do." Yeah. And that's how I bought it. And I've been doing it since 2005. So my thing is, women, know your body, because you can't tell your partner about your body if you don't know about it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm just
Mhm.
so in order, because as they say, can't nobody take care of me better than me. So
Yes.
in order to do that, you have to know what you like, what you don't like, what turns you on, what don't turn you on. I can sell these products to you from here to death till we die. But if it's not gonna help me, I'm gonna still promote it. I'm gonna tell you it won't help me. I've tried everything in my line, just about. Some stuff work for me, some stuff don't. And I'm gonna tell the truth. It may work for you, but it not work for me. So you have to learn what you like and what you don't like.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well,
Easy peasy. So I mean,
what about those shy and reserved people? The ones that they in the closet. They really that, like they say,
uh,
they're a lady in the street. Lady in the street, fill in the blank. And they don't want
but
to
a
be
freak
told.
of bed. So
You know,
and them be and them like they just, oh, I don't do that. I don't do that. Yes, you do. We all do. So don't act like you just this little shy, Miss Innocent thing. Everybody on here in this Zoom or whatever then took care of it at one time or another. If you didn't, you're in the wrong place. I'm just saying.
or
So
maybe they
you
need
got to
some
know
education.
yourself, and I have plenty of tools to help you.
We
they,
here to educate.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So, I mean, okay. So, what I normally tell women, everybody knows that we have what it is. Some women know, some women don't. So, I'm going to tell
Mhm.
you, your G spot is right above your vajayjay. And if you just lean back just a little bit, and you can either insert your finger, your thumb, whatever it is that please you. If you insert it just to about the tip of here, right above your belly button, that's your G spot. And if you just wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle, whatever you want to do, you'll find out what it is that pleases you. Because the average woman is hard to have an it takes a minute. So you have to figure out what can get you there and care of.
Mhm.
Don't be sipping.
Mhm. Somebody in the
So,
comments said,
and I mean,
"Speak
and I
up and
have a few too, like you said. If you at work, huh?
Somebody in the comments says that you helping somebody right now. You
I missed
working
that.
it.
Somebody said what?
You helping somebody right now with this
Hey,
information.
I got stuff. I'm just saying, and I got plenty of other things to help you. So us women, on the average, as we get older, we have a lot of internal issues, whether it be vaginal dryness, we lose our sex drive, whatever it may be. As we get older, we will have these issues. So I have a few items that can help with that. Like for vaginal dryness, as you get older, medications that you take, it's just the chemicals, your pH balance, everything like that can affect vaginal dryness. So we have this is called Naturally Yours. It's a lubricant that goes with your body and it accumulates with your natural moisture. Excellent.
Mm.
$26. Our best $26 I ever spent, because we all have those issues. So, but and it's, I mean, we have scented flavors. This is non-scented, just because some people don't like flavors because of irritations and things like that. But the majority of our products are 80 to 85% natural. So you don't have to worry about them having all these chemicals because they're natural based. And water, you can use them in the water. You can use them with condoms as well.
Okay, awesome. I have somebody that says put
I
me
think I
down for
just
a bottle.
froze.
That's M Unforgettable Wildflower says put me down for a bottle. So if you want to be put down for a bottle, then you email
Oh, Emma,
e-
Ohio, and
you email Nigeria at the email
some
at the
stuff I do
bottom
keep
here.
on hand.
You Her email address is by Nigeria at gmail.com, because we're gonna get into some different travel, but right now we're traveling to the
I
G
do keep
spot.
yeah,
You hear me now? You hear me? I said
right,
right now we
that
traveling to the
part.
G spot. So if you need help traveling to the G spot, or
Mm-hmm.
you need help to get your partner to to get that G spot worked on, then you need to make sure that you email Nigeria at Travel Savvy by Nigeria for all of those questions. Maybe you don't know what you need. Maybe you want to get a catalog of
Right.
things, or maybe a gift basket of some sort. Nigeria got you. She is the best consultant that there is. She's very
That's right.
knowledgeable, very high quality, very professional, because there are some people, and Nigeria, we've talked about this. I know we were joking a little bit about being a freak in the street, and I mean a lady in the street on a freak in the bed, or the freak in the sheet.
We know what you
But
do.
there are some people who are very private about that, and they don't want to. So I know you mentioned,
Yeah.
like, even when things are mailed or shipped to people, that is very confidential. It's private. No one will know like what you're receiving, right?
Correct. Nope.
So that
It'll
is
come
definitely.
in just a regular brown box with your name on it. Yep. Yep, exactly. And then another item that I like you were mentioning, when you at work and you have that built up stress. I know so many women that just want to go in the bath just for a few minutes to take care of business.
Mhm.
Sometimes you have to do that. So I
Mhm.
have something for that too. This is
Do
called,
tell.
if you can see it, the Incognito Plus. It's a vibrate it's a vibrating lipstick. So they don't need to know. You can take this out and say, I'm going to the bathroom to freshen up. They don't have to know what you're doing. Incognito Plus. It's just a vibrating lipstick. Best $30 I've ever spent. I'm just saying, if you need one, holler at me,
Ooh, wait a minute. Is
because you can
that
keep this
is
in your
that
purse and keep it moving.
is that the same as
Excuse me.
because I have somebody shout out, I'm looking for that pink tool belt. What's that, Nigeria? What's the pink tool
Now the
belt?
pink tube, the one that we used to have, the pink tube belt. It's a belt. We used to have it. I believe it's been discontinued, but I'll double check. It's just a tube belt that you can put all of your personal items in. and keep them all in one place, like a toy chest or whatever. But it's an actual tool belt. You can just go in your man's room, stand there with just your tool belt on, and say, "Let's be busy," with whatever around your waist.
Oh, that sounds nice. Okay. That's how you do that.
I'm
Just the
just
tool
saying.
belt, huh?
I'm just saying. You can.
Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, like I
You got
said,
all, got
just
all the
tool belt.
tools you need on that tool
Get you
belt.
some nipple tassels or something.
Hmm.
Exactly.
You sell those too?
Yep.
Okay,
And then
see?
we used to.
Nigeria.
I believe they've been discontinued, but I'm a double check. I think that I got my old school. I had one that I had years ago. Like I said, I've been doing this since 2005, so they've changed over the years.
Yeah.
But I believe they've been discontinued. Shouldn't have discontinued them, but who am I?
But they still make sure they take care of you. So you can make sure you take care of all the needs.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, we
all the needs. And we also have our platinum pleasure. Everybody knows this. It's freezing.
What is that? What's the platinum pleasure?
That is normal. Everybody knows it as the silver bullet. So I sell a lot of these because a lot of women are new to using sex toys. So this just introduces you before you get into the big boys, just so you kind of get a feel of what you like. Simple, easy peasy. So because I have some women that say, well, I've never used a sex toy. I would suggest starting with just a little silver bullet, just because this will show you how to please yourself. Your partner can use it to please you. And then that kind of gets a feel of what you like. Because we have so many sex toys, whether it's braiding, whether they bend, whether they rotate. There's just so many. So you have to get a feel for what you like. And if you've never used one, start off small. Unless you just want to go big, you can go big. But I suggest starting off small, just so you learn your body and know what you like.
Okay, so Nigeria, I'm gonna ask you $1 million question. Because I'm gonna tell you that a lot of times, we're talking about this very openly, very, no shame in our game, right? We're not, but I'll tell you that, as we talk about this and we say, hey, men, how about get your significant other a little, goodie bag of different things. And you know what they be telling me? Let me tell you, Nigeria, what they be telling me. They be telling me, oh, my girl not in that. Into
what they be telling you?
They not into that stuff. My girl ain't into that stuff. What would you say to those guys out there who they really want to, give their significant other like a nice little goodie bag from your showcase, but they're like, nah, she won't like that?
I would say first, ask. Because you never know what they want, and it may be something that has never come up in the conversation between the two of you. So I would suggest asking first, because you never know. She may be thinking the same thing, but may want to bring it up to you because you may think you don't like it either. So if you don't ask, you don't know. And then you can that'll start the dialogue of the conversation of what kind of things they may want to try, what kind of things they may not want to try. It'll just start the dialogue, because sometimes it's uncomfortable conversation with couples. It shouldn't be, but a lot of times it is.
Yeah,
and you just never know. And if it may be something that he wants, and he can suggest, and he may say, hey, I suggest let's try this cock ring, because it's a pleaser for both men and women, and it's something they can try together if neither one of them try it.
So you can, try together. That's a good point. That's a really great suggestion. Somebody,
yeah,
is this Emma that said, is M Unforgettable Wildflower? You said that's Emma. She said, make her like it.
That's she said Ohio.
What?
That's it. If you come home with it, you're gonna be like, okay, we finna try this. She might be like, wait, Look, Emma crazy. Don't, Emma, she all right. That my dog.
Oh my goodness.
She probably would make him try it.
Right. But it's just,
She'd probably bring something home and say, come on, we finna try this. Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's all about communication. So much in life is about communication. Like in your business, working with your clients, on your job, it's about communication. And it's the same with your significant other. You need to be able to communicate and to have what may sound like uncomfortable conversations sometimes. And you just never know where it might go or where it might lead until you start opening a dialogue and
right.
being able to, like you say, have some training wheels on it, so you don't have to go real big at first, but just, try different things.
Exactly.
And that's
you can
so
start with lubes. You can start with lotions. You can, massage candles. We have we have a massage. You can try a massage glove with just an oil where you just rub it on them. We have games. Some people have fetishes. So we have games that can lead you into doing different things. There's all kinds of ways to lead into what you want to try.
Well, I'm telling you, Nigeria is your girl. If you just don't understand, you just want to know more. Maybe we need to do some Zoom parties, because with COVID we're under, lockdown. Maybe we can do some educational
Somebody asked me that.
Tutorials. Somebody asked you about that?
Somebody asked me that last week. Will I do a Zoom party for them? And I've never done a Zoom party. I was like, that may be something I need to try. I've never done one, but it's worth the try because I know everybody on this call gonna be there.
Absolutely, positively, because you know what? We all need some orgasms in our life. And I did put plural on orgasm. We all need some orgasms in our life. So sometimes, you got to freshen it up. You got to keep it fresh up in these parts. So that's how you travel to the orgasm with Nigeria. Now, we gonna switch it to the other travel because, one of the things that, really helps, I know that helps me de-stress and relax is to be able to get away either, for a 3-day, short weekend or extended weekend, I should say, or sometimes it's, taking a week vacation from your, job or taking it, away from your business. You need to be able to decompress. And how I love me some beach. I love me some ocean, some sand in my toes and
girl, yes, indeed.
Woo,
right.
Just love it. So that's the other part of how, Nigeria is, tell us a little bit about, how in the travel industry, how is that working right now with COVID? Are people still traveling?
People are still traveling. A lot of people are choosing to do stateside because of the new COVID restrictions. Some people are still traveling, overseas or wherever. A lot of people are choosing to just stay stateside. A lot of travel restrictions because you have to have a negative test to fly back into the United States. So you don't want to go over there somewhere, Bahamas, Caribbean, wherever, and get stuck because you didn't got a test. So a lot of people are just choosing to stay stateside. So, I'm booking a lot of I'm doing a lot of staycations, a lot of vacations. People are just doing, weekend trips to Tennessee or Georgia or wherever they want to go. And just today, I booked a weekend trip to Savannah. She was like, I just need to get away from a Thursday to a Sunday. So I found her a nice little resort, and her husband are going away. Sometimes you just I need to book me another. Too. I did one for my birthday, so now I need to do another one just because I can.
Now, what do you do when you say that? So in this case, you help this couple book their trip. What do you take care of?
Everything. I take care of their flight, their hotel, their rent a car. Some people choose to do Uber, so that's on them. If they go somewhere where they want to Uber, they can. If they want me to do a rent a car, I can do that as well. Some people, the only thing they have to worry about is paying for your trip and checking in. Everything else, I take care of.
Wow. Easy
Stressor because they don't want to
peasy.
have to worry about this, and this, this and that. Easy peasy. Because I sent a girl to San Antonio for her birthday. It was her first time went somewhere by herself. She was like, "Oh my God, I didn't have to do anything," and that's my job, is to make sure you don't have nothing to worry about. She had an on-trip flight. Her hotel was taken care of. Her rental car was there waiting for her when she got there, and she enjoyed her trip.
Oh, that is
Easy
awesome.
peasy.
Yes, yes.
And
Wow.
some people still don't want to use an agent, and I understand that. Some people don't want to use an agent because they can do it themselves, and that's fine.
Mhm,
But when you get stressed out and need some help, I'm always there to
mhm.
help.
Absolutely. Well, we had somebody who posted a comment. Okay, I need some ideas for my husband's 50th. Ooh, now that sounds like a really great one. So, do you do things
Ooh,
like that?
right. Yeah, I I do. I have a lady that I'm working on. It's their 25th anniversary, I think she said. And they want to go to Destin. Destin is a hot spot right now. Everybody wants to be in a condo on the beach. So
Mm.
I'm going to arrange for them. I'm going to get them a home suite. I'm working on some other activities for them and stuff. So you just tell me what you need and I can find something.
So, what about, you've talked about some destination trips, some really quick extended weekend trips. What about the cruise industry? Where does that stand right now?
Well, right now it's really at a standstill. I was actually supposed to do a cruise myself in April, but of course I figured cancel because COVID is still not under control. But we just got an email yesterday. Actually, it'll probably be back, probably not to the end of the year, first of 2022. So I do have a cruise in for December 22. It's a winter getaway to Ochos Rios, because by then everything should be settled down. But they are going to start requiring to either have the COVID injection or they're going to require you to have a negative test. It just depends on the cruise line because each cruise line is different. But I think at the end of the day, they're all going to be on the same line and request the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we have another comment here. I usually book myself, but I have too much going on. Month in, let's go. LOL. I'll connect with you. So, and that's the other part is that, of course, there's a lot of things that we can do
Absolutely.
ourselves. But when as I really work with my
Mm-hmm.
mentees and my clients that are, again, they're driven, they're ambitious, they have a lot going on. Sometimes you need to outsource different things in your life so that you can keep down your stress level. And so yes, you can do
Absolutely.
it yourself, but sometimes it's just about,
Absolutely.
connecting with the experts, because then you're not only saving, your stress level, but you're also getting industry expertise on how to do it the best way. So I really think that that's, some of the things that we need to
Right.
think
And
about.
we have,
Go ahead,
right.
Nigel.
We have use some of, we have so many vendors that I use. I mean, do all my excursions for me. We have so many vendors and they keep us up to date on all the COVID restrictions. So that way,
Mm-hmm.
when we schedule something, we know what the client to expect. You know what I mean? And so, in all of my packages that I create, travel protection. So I don't want anybody to think that they have to get travel protection. It's recommended, but it's not required, because some people book with me and still don't get travel protection, and that's on them. I make sure I always offer it, because if it gets canceled and it's not your
Yeah.
fault or whatever, you may get part of your money back. You may get none of it back. So that's why I always recommend protection. But some people choose to not have it, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
make sure I have that option.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's a great comment from the audience. All for outsourcing. We are not experts at everything. So that's such a great point. You can't be. And even if you
Right.
are, it doesn't mean that you want to do it either. So I'm an expert at quite a bit of stuff too, but that doesn't mean I want to always do it, because you
Right.
also have to multiply your time, especially as
I wouldn't. Oh,
entrepreneurs and business professionals. You have to multiply your time. So the time that you're taking to do XYZ is taking you away from maybe you making a sale or you investing in your business or investing in yourself. And so all of that, you have to take all of that into consideration. So, what about from a budget standpoint? Do you
exactly.
take in budgets considerations and then kind of back into it that way?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a form that I send every client. And it has what airport they want to leave from, whether they want a rental car, how many rooms they want, how many are traveling, do you have a passport, what are you expecting, if they're celebrating a birthday, a wedding anniversary, whatever. So once they fill that form out, it has a budget on there. And so I try to stay within that budget. If I go over that budget, before I send a quote, I'll let them know, hey, it's $20 over, $30, whatever the case may be. If it's over their budget, I'm not going to just send a quote and it's over their budget. I want to make sure they're okay with that, because people have a budget for a reason. And so if it's going to go over that budget, and sometimes people don't understand peak season and non-peak season. So I have to let them know, if you want to travel during May through October, prices are going to be higher, because that's normally peak season, especially for here in Florida. Prices are always going to be higher May through October, because everybody wants to come to Florida to relax. So, so they have to take that into consideration. So don't send me no budget of $700 think you're going to get a trip and a hotel and everything. And I'll tell them, in a nice way, whether it's doable or not. And some people will choose to find it on their own, and that's fine. I don't want anybody to
Girl,
think, that I'm like, oh, because I don't charge. And
you remember that text you sent me about somebody?
I have to keep it real, and some people are not.
You remember they sent you they wanted
with
you
the
to
one for Belize.
Yes. Yes.
Girl, I said, wait a minute. I just thought I was being unreasonable, and I was like, this just ain't doable. It's like, because because I allow myself 3 days to work up a good quote, because with me working full time, it takes a little bit to work up a good quote. So I'll give myself 3 days to find a good quote. But I'm like, by the first or second, I'm like, no, this ain't gonna work. So I'll be like, nope, you can't do it, or I can't do it. You might find somebody, because some agents will just sell you stuff just to make a sale. I'm not that chick. I like to be real, because I want you to keep coming back and trust what I'm telling you. So I'm not just gonna sell you something bogus if I think.
Yeah, that's so important. When you're, working with anyone, you want them to be real and authentic, and to be able to be a straight shooter. And that I definitely know about Nigeria, is that she a straight shooter. She's gonna tell you like it is, and that's just a lot of the things that you are doing. We've talked about how to de-stress, how to unwind, how to relax. We've talked about candles and oils and scents, and we've talked about cooking and making that easy, and recipes that make that easy. That Nigeria has just a catalog upon catalog of like cool gadgets that you can use for cooking. And then we talked about orgasms, being able to, to not be wound so tight. And sometimes you gotta make sure that you're releasing. And then we talked about, you always got to have a getaway. In every, in any part of your life, you need to be able to step back from the day to day. And even if it's a quick 3-day trip, or if it's a longer weekday trip, then Nigeria is there to be able to help you to plan that
Yep.
and get you the best prices for it, and to make sure that it's easy peasy, that you don't have to worry or stress about. Because the world's worst thing to do is to go on vacation and then you all stressed about it because of all the planning and all of the logistics of it. So being able to relax on your vacation, and then you want to also have some orgasms on your vacation. So you got your
And
toys that
just enjoy it.
you enjoy it.
That you gonna pack in your make sure you pack it right, so when you go to the airport, I'm just saying.
Oh, but that lipstick, that sounds real good. So, we want to make sure that we are, for the audience, that
Hey, look, I keep them on hand.
we want to make sure that our audience is taken care of, that we are giving you. So, that's why I said about tonight's episode, and any of the episodes that we have on Career Happy Hour, that's why I call it Happy Hour. We're talking about career topics in a very fun, relaxed, no stress, no judgment zone around here, because all of the things that we're talking about still impacts what is it that you do to earn a living? What is it that you do to make a paycheck? Whether you working a 9 to 5, whether you working as an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, whether you running a multi-million-dollar company, all of us need these tips that we're talking about, because it's about us. It's about us as an individual, and we're only as successful as our body, our mind, and our spirit will allow us to be. So that's the tips that we want to be able to bring. And I'm so grateful for my guest co-host. Can you believe the time is already up, girl? It has flown by, but we are so grateful.
I know, right?
To be able to have you, and we want everyone to connect with Nigeria. Her website
and I was all
is
scared.
near the bottom. Go ahead. What'd you say, Nigeria?
No, I was saying I was all scared and nervous.
Oh,
I was all scared and nervous.
See, I told you ain't had nothing to worry about. It was just me and you talking. Good, because we gotta do a take two, because we didn't cover everything that you do. So that's the part that we still got to do a take two. But I'm gonna leave you with this thought for the audience. One of the things that, I think sometimes people can be very judgmental when they hear all of the different things that you do, Nigeria. I mean, you're really a one-stop shop for everything to make you happy, to make you relaxed and de-stressed. But sometimes people hear that and they're like, ooh, that's a lot. How can you be focused and really be productive if you're doing all of those different things? And one of the things that I really coach to is that you need multiple streams of income. You never know when one stream of income is going to dry up. And so always having multiple streams of income, then that's another way that you're able to not be so stressed if one stream of income dries up. And the other thing that I'll say to that is it's about being consistent. Whatever you do in life, in business, be consistent. And Nigeria, I can attest, for as long as I've known you, you are consistent, baby. You're not flying in and out. Oh, I'm doing this today. I'm doing this tomorrow. You are consistent. It may come in different forms, but it's all consistent about you giving back and making people happy. It really is. That's why I call you the queen of happy.
Oh, don't make me cry.
That's the common theme in all that you provide to people. You really want them to have a smile on their face that is as big and as contagious and as infectious as the smile that you have on your face. So thank you so much. I know audio was trying not to make us be great, but you know what? That's okay.
Oh, thank you everybody for joining.
Yes.
But we great.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly. Part two
Indeed.
will be better. Part two.
We're gonna be ready. We're gonna do that. Well, any parting
Ready.
thoughts other than
Yes,
thanking
indeed.
all of your fans on coming? You want to thank all your fans for coming because they up here representing. Come on, Nigeria, give them a big thank you as you
I
go
do.
shut
I
it down.
do. I right. I just want to thank everybody because I have such an amazing support circle. When I text my girls and said doing, I had such a good response. So I want to thank my amazing circle of friends and everybody for joining me. And stay tuned for part two. Love y'all.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's how we do career happy hour around these parts right here. You just never know who's going to show up and what we're going to talk about. So you got to make sure that you stay tuned in and make sure you share with your network. You want to make sure that they get all the goods and the nuggets and the gems that we're dropping around here. So make sure that you have them, invite them to join us at careerhappyhour.com because we're going to make sure that we're talking about career topics in a fun and an engaging way. I am Lashina Recruitalina, your six-figure career brand coach, and I am absolutely obsessed with your success. So make sure that you keep tuning in. All right. Well, have a great night and happy hump day. Take care. Bye.